Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game 1 in a series between WarchiefRich and FoCuS. We see FoCuS spawning as the yellow orc player on the bottom right hand side of Terranus stand. Meanwhile, on the top left, we see WarchiefRich spawning as the red Night Elf. Night Elf versus Orc in this 1v1 matchup. This is, I believe, a best of 3 series as things are now getting underway. It will be a Demon Hunter versus most likely a Blade Master on Terranus stand, as there are a number of creep camps that are very useful at dropping agility-based items. Blade Master will most likely be looking for those gloves of haste, claws of attack +6, and circlets of nobility. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter, well, he can pretty much pick up any item and have it be useful to him as well, as we're taking a look at the Demon Hunter quickly taking down this Renegade Wizard with the help of a lightning shield. Meanwhile, Blade Master coming across over here, picking up a Cloak of Shadows. Not very useful item. Most likely will just be sold, but then again, that is what the shop is for. Blade Master going to focus down that Renegade Wizard, which does take bonus damage from the normal attack of that Grunt. That Renegade Wizard will fall relatively quickly, also dealing the most damage there. Ring of Protection +2. This is not the item that he was looking for, but he may hold on to it until he needs to make space for additional items later on in the game. Sasquatch taking a bit of damage there. Ancient of War pretty much getting target tree practice from the Forest Troll. So many axes just landing straight into that tree. I do not know if Terranus stand is a protected reserve area, but that Ancient of War pretty much down to 50 hit points. Wow. Very low on life, and it was able to somehow survive. Now regenerating hit points slightly faster than the Forest Troll can deal that damage, as that Ancient of War will now be making that slow trek back here and getting back into position. Illusion now making its rounds, gonna go ahead and take a look across the map. Ring of Protection +2 still kept, finally sold. Not quite sure why he didn't just sell that at the Voodoo Lounge if he really didn't want that item anyways. Boots of Speed now purchased there, as the Blade Master is going to be healing up his remaining units. Demon Hunter Illusion walking on by, sees everything that's going on until that Illusion mana burns. It is pretty much going to be ignored by FoCuS. Staff of Teleportation, however, now makes that Demon Hunter a very big threat, as the Demon Hunter is wandering around here. Blade Master trying to hide from his opponent, and you can see that the Demon Hunter spots and gets poisoned by this one bandit back over here. The Blade Master is still hiding off in the corner. Is he going to be able to slip out? That is the big question there, and pretty much being ignored by the remaining units. No, going to go after the Assassin in hopes to pick up that very useful item. Back over here, Demon Hunter wandering around still, pretty much knows that the Blade Master really wanted that item. Picks up a second Circlet of Nobility, very useful, as that Blade Master now has +7 agility and +4 to the remaining stats there. That is extremely useful. 60 additional mana, 100 extra hit points, 2.1 additional armor. That Blade Master will be very difficult to take out. Pretty much a level 2 Blade Master with the stats of a level 3 character. Blade Master may try and catch up with that Demon Hunter. No, not going to be able to. Now level 3 on that Blade Master. Does he have level 2 Windwalk? No, only level 1 Windwalk. Level 2 Windwalk would have made him walk around significantly faster, but that's not going to really help out all that much. Blade Master unable to get inside WarchiefRich's base, as we are now going into the customary Ancients of Wind. Now, Beastmasters are going to be out on the field to try and poke apart all of those Grunts. Grunts, meanwhile, are now pulling back here, hoping to get the Bestiary and the Spirit Lodge set up fast enough in order to get the Spirit Walkers for that all-important disenchant. All right, Peons on a hold position location, and there you go. You can see, Blade Master quickly takes over the spot there, and the Demon Hunter was really hoping to shut down that Spirit Lodge. Instead, finds himself marked by the Blade Master, as the Blade Master now gets in some additional bit of damage as well. Meanwhile, Beastmaster does get slowed, picks up a Sobi Mask, a very useful item. I'm not quite sure if that Sobi Mask was, I don't think it's dropped from that creep camp there. That'd be a rather powerful item to be dropped from such a low-level creep camp, as the Tauren Chieftain now picks up Endurance Aura. and is now ready to move around slightly faster. Demon Hunter dodging a bit of damage right there. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain now trying to get in front of these units. There is a mana burn, and that is useful for the Demon Hunter, even though Endurance Aura is currently trained and there is no way for the Tauren Chieftain to really spend that mana. It is very helpful just because that Tauren Chieftain is going to be using Shockwave later on. Now, normally you wouldn't see the Demon Hunter trying to mana burn down a Tauren Chieftain, but it is later in the game where the Moonwells are still aplenty, and as you can see, some of the Moonwells are currently maxed out, so the Demon Hunter would actually have made a little bit more sense to actually teleport to these Moonwells, drink some of the Moonwells on the north side, so that then they could get filled more by nightfall. Hopefully WarchiefRich does not go into a Moonwell issue later on. Once those Moonwells are bone dry, Night Elf players have a very difficult time of getting any healing off. Blade Master is right here, spots that there is a slowed Demon Hunter, is going to go after the Demon Hunter, going after, no, instead the Archer quickly taken down as the Blade Master uses 2 Windwalks to finish off that relatively small unit there. There's a follow-up mana burn, so ends up losing over 200 mana just to take down an Archer. Alright, down over here, Tauren Chieftain picks up a Tome of Agility. Most likely wanted to be able to transfer that to the Blade Master, but with no easy way to get back home just quite yet. Blade Master will just have to read one less book, as he may try and pick up, what is it? Troll Shadow Priest? Maybe. Troll Berserker? Probably not. I don't know why he's hanging out around here. Perhaps trying to get slow from the mercenary camp. Those Mud Golems would be useful at any units that are trying to run away. And the fact that they are also magic immune would make them pretty much immune to the damage of the Druids of the Talon. And yeah, that is definitely going to help. Alright, Tauren Chieftain out on the field. Quickly takes some damage. Healing is now pretty much gone. Mud Golems, Kobold Geomancer, and Kobold Taskmaster, and all pretty much getting challenged here. Meanwhile, let's take a look back over here. Blade Master still wandering around, getting fairy fired. And now with only 4 armor after that 6 minus 1.9, yes, rounding for the sake of rounding, that Blade Master decides to back off. Tauren Chieftain looking pretty strong here. Going to pick up a Manual of Health as well. Is he going to pick it up? Yes, there he goes. Now up to 925. Scroll of the Beast is going to be extremely useful, as we are now looking at the Spirit Walkers still being trained. Adept training already done. Those Spirit Walkers with 450 mana will be able to get off a fair number of disenchants. The question is now, is FoCuS going to have enough units between the Raiders and the Spirit Walkers to deal with this many Druids of the Talon? Druids of the Talon now even in Mastery training, so the Druids of the Talon could have really been able to just come inside a base and absolutely destroy it in a matter of seconds. The Druids of the Talon in Druid form or in Crow form should have been able to really focus down those Orc burrows until we go to Fortress, which I do not believe we will be teching to. Peons now being brought over as well. Peons important for that Spirit Link, being able to absorb 250 points of damage onto units that would normally not be targeted is a very strong heal, as we see the Hawk being brought into play, used here, spawning that Blade Master. Alright, Demon Hunter, oh, Lightning Shield, a star or Huntress shaped there. WarchiefRich in a bit of trouble. Now you can see that this guy is now sitting in a very uncomfortable position, getting surrounded, but still able to do a lot more damage than I would have normally expected. Demon Hunter now going after the Spirit Walker, unable to go into the ethereal form just in time, and now we also see Fairy Dragons. Raiders, Blade Master, another Lightning Shield coming through, and wow, that Lightning Shield quickly dissolved by the fact that there was a Cyclone right there. I did not know Cyclone pretty much disenchants or removes that one ability there. Alright, are we going to see another Wand of Lightning Shield? I believe there's only 2 charges. Demon Hunter now continuing to try to fight his way through. One Druid of the Talon quickly goes into Crow form, only to die in the air. Another Scroll of Healing quickly mitigated. A Potion of Healing now used by the Demon Hunter, as this is pretty much a fight for the ages. Demon Hunter going up against the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain now trying to run back. Staff of Preservation sends the Demon Hunter away. Are we going to get a Staff of Teleportation to come back? I'm not quite sure why he is not using that Staff of Teleportation. He does have it. He could join back in on this fight, but no, decides to leave, as the Blade Master does not have an Orb of Lightning And without an Orb of Lightning, the Druids of the Talon are able to get out of a bad fight relatively quickly. Fairy Dragon's now in full retreat as well. Fairy Dragon off to the north in full retreat, as all units will pretty much live to fight another day. 42 over 50 compared to 37 over 60. Now, FoCuS's follow-up plan. Heal up, push stronger with that Tauren Chieftain. Level 2 Shockwave ready to go. Blade Master is currently only seen at level 3, and this is where I guess the Orc players really fall a little bit flat. Not having additional creep camps on the map means that a level 3 Blade Master doesn't quite have enough burst damage to finish off many of those units. The Blade Master would preferably be at level 4 and would have an additional plus 10 attack damage. Claws of Attack plus 6, Kodo Beast, any of that would really help and add to that Blade Master's critical strike damage, but that is just not happening right now. Blade Master now wandering around. Quill Beast is in position. Mana Burn onto the Spirit Walker. Spirit Walker quickly gonna end up falling and dying here. Oh wait, no, doesn't fall here. Demon Hunter may just make its way over. Mana Burns to finish it off, as you see Peons now doing that Walk of Shame. Not quite sure why the Walk of Shame is in effect, and now we are turning this game into a bit of a base race. Orc Burrows falling one at a time. Beastmaster now sitting at level 4. Orc Burrow after Orc Burrow is falling. Ancient of War now uprooted to try and fight back. And what we may be seeing here is a Scroll of Town Portal to try and recover. I do not believe Pillage is now being researched in expansion. No, being blocked here. And pretty much WarchiefRich cannot establish into that gold mine until there is enough time. Scroll of Town Portal now heading back. Let's take a look back over here. Blade Master is now in a bit of a run as the Fairy Dragons are all here. All right, there's one Cyclone and only one Cyclone. Fairy Dragons are right there. There is a Mana Burn, Wind Walk, as the units are now fighting back. All of that for one Raider, leave no Orc behind. But that is going to end up costing, I believe, FoCuS game number 1, fighting in a very uncomfortable position. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 4. Druids of the Talon are now wandering back, but without any more Moonwells. I take it back. Even though this is Nightfall, there is no home field advantage. All right, units are now just continuing to fall here. It looks like Druids of the Talon, and there is the GG. FoCuS does end up losing the game. WarchiefRich takes it. I didn't really see anything at the end of the game that would really showcase why FoCuS would have taken it, but the final score does show it all. Let's take a look. Gold mine units killed, 56 units killed compared to 49. WarchiefRich having the smaller army, but still able to come out on top here as we now move on into game number 2. Will FoCuS be able to even up the series, or will WarchiefRich make it insurmountable 2-0 in perhaps an out of order best of 5 or best of 3 series, or a best of 5? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 1.